All right, you guys, so we're out here on the trail. This is Autumn's maiden voyage with me on the trail. I've never ridden this horse off of. This is only the second time I've ever ridden this horse. Jamie's been doing a lot of the work with her, and it's the first time I've ever rode her out of the arena. I rode her once in the arena, and then bringing her out here. Jamie said she needs daddy time, so that's what she's getting. This is what we do. This is what I do best, is making good, quiet, gentle, well broke, all around horses. And building confidence out here on these rugged trails is so important for these horses, these young horses. And it's kind of what we do best. But one of the ways that I like to build confidence in a horse is I put them right out front and I make them be the leader, because I'm a confident rider, and a confident rider and a young colt, that's a good mix. An unconfident rider and a young colt, that's a recipe for disaster. So if you're already breathing hard, your belly's up in your throat when you climb on your youngster, you're already setting yourself up kind of to not have a good ride. So as hard as it may seem, sometimes you just got to take a deep breath, trust in God that he'll keep you safe, and just climb on. And you know, that's why I take so much time in the arenas of getting control of these horses' feet. Could this horse jump out from under me? Absolutely. Could she buck me off out here? Absolutely. She's a horse. She's got a brain of her own. But it's my job to build confidence and to try to keep her out of trouble and only set her up for jobs that I think she's capable of doing. And that's what we're doing. We're out here on this trail. This trail is not a beginner trail, but it's not an advanced trail. It's kind of like an in-between intermediate type of a trail. It's got some technical parts. It's got some steep climbs and steep inclines and steep declines. And she's going to have to step over some logs and around some things, but there's a lot of things for her to look at out here. And that's why I've got her out front and I'm leading the pack. And it's important that, in my opinion, that your horses should be able to ride anywhere on the trail. They should be able to ride in the beginning, they should be able to ride in the middle, they should be able to ride at the very tail end and not be bothered in any area. So you'll see Jamie and I throughout the day, we're going to switch. She'll be leading and I'll be following. But she's already followed on Autumn quite a few times, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 times she's been on the trails with us personally. So she knows how to bring up the rear just fine. One thing that we like to do too is, if you notice, this is the maiden ride of this horse with me on the trail. There's only 2 people here, me and my wife. I brought a confident horse. She's riding Miss Riata, her tried and true trail horse that's been there, done that, seen it. I want to step up here, Autumn. Go up this steep. There you go. So there, I chose for her. I didn't allow her to pick which way she wanted to come up and around that rock. I kind of said, no, I want to come up this steep little incline right there. That's something that you need to do from time to time. You need to check in with your horses and say, hey, do I still have control of your feet? Do I still have control of your mind? Or are you just going down the trail and you got your own thought process? But we put a confident horse behind her. That way she can draw some confidence off of her herd mate as well. But the biggest key to this is you've got to be a confident person and a confident rider. If you're not a confident person and a confident rider, it's a struggle. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's definitely a struggle for your young colt to build confidence, and it takes twice as long. So just food for thought. You know, make sure you've got control of them feet before you put them in a job like this where you're not quite sure. Don't buy your horse and a week later take her out on a trail like this. Make sure you've got control of your horse's feet. Make sure you got control of your horse's body parts, her mind, and that you can shut them down when they get into trouble. You know, so make sure, I guess in essence, what I'm telling you is make sure your horse is prepared to do the job in which you're asking them to do. Okay? Well, this is Autumn's maiden voyage. Keep a close eye on her. She is for sale. Not on sale, but for sale. She's going to be an absolute spectacular horse. She could go ranch, she could go Western pleasure, she could trail ride. I'm going to try to probably get her on some cows before she gets sold, unless somebody swoops in and buys her before I get her there. But trust the process, you guys. Stay confident, trust in God, trust the process, and we'll see you on the next one.